Hey guys, it's Rick here, and today I bring you another video. And this match was against Bruna Tarello. She's a player that's around 1233 elo, and at this point in time I was 1533. So basically a 300 point difference, and I really just wanted to get a win um, and just keep the tournament going. So let's see how it went. I was playing with the black pieces, and she opened with d4. I went d5 as usual, and she went bishop f4. So it was clear that she was gonna play London, and I just played a normal setup that I always play. So knight f6, e3, and c5. One of the most like aggressive slash critical lines, just challenging the center immediately, opening up a possibility of queen b6, always putting pressure on b2 because this bishop went out early. She just played c3, logical, very typical. Knight c6, bishop d3, bishop g4. I mean, bishop g4 is a little bit. It's fine, but I mean, I like to play this way. It is fine. The engine doesn't really like this move. The thing is that normally, like queen b3 and no, queen b3 actually doesn't work here. But yeah, just play normal knight f3 and stuff like that. Queen b3, lol. What was I thinking? But no. So I went bishop g4. She went knight f3. I went e6. Knight bd2 and bishop d6, just challenging that bishop on f4, seeing what she wants to do with that bishop. I'm happy to just trade pieces, you know, and maybe fight for the e5 push. I mean, this is just a bad move, bishop g5, because, I mean, she's just wasting a tempo, right? If she's gonna play bishop g5, she could do it in one move instead of going d4, bishop f4. She could have gone d4, bishop g5, Trompowski. But yeah, she couldn't really do that because I didn't have the knight on f6 on the first move. But you know, just takes and h6, challenging the bishop. Bishop comes back, castle. I'm completely fine already, and yeah, she lost all her opening advantage. She went queen c2, which I don't like for her because rook c8, and now I'm threatening knight b4. She played queen b1 because of the threat of knight b4, and here the engine wants me to play g5, but I didn't go for g5. I went for the more normal looking rook e8, trying to get through e5. Normally in this type of positions, if black can get e5 unpunished, black is doing very well. So yeah, she went h3, and h3 is just a blunder here because I can just take and play e5, and I'm threatening e4. So she has to take, and here she took check with the rook, and you can already see by this position that like black is way better already. White can't really castle. This rook is super bad. This rook is also super bad. I mean, these bishops are nice, but you know, my pieces are very active. My king is safe, and yeah, I already thought that I would just easily win this game because like you know, she didn't play really well in the opening, and yeah, just look at this position. So I was a little bit relaxed, which I shouldn't have done. King f1, I played rook h5, which was already not the best move. Okay, but the engine just wants me to play d4 or g5, I guess. I mean, sure, d4, I mean, no, I would never play d4. But yeah, I went rook h5. My idea was simple. If she went bishop g3, I would just take, damage the pawn structure, get rid of her bishop pair, and you know, just my rook is active. I can swing it around. And she played g3, which just kind of loses on the spot, and it's obvious the move that I immediately saw at g5. But here I started questioning myself, and here it started going wrong. I thought that the g5 would be risky because of bishop e2. And here the thing is that, okay, I'm losing my rook, no doubt about it, but I'm getting two bishops for the rook. And, you know, I calculated this, and I calculated this, and I thought, okay, this is probably very good for me, even though rook here, I mean, I can... I saw maybe rook king h8 and stuff like that. Actually, the engine is so funny. The engine says knight g3. I mean, wow, it's just incredible. Yeah, because yeah, even if it takes with a pawn, I mean, it's just queen h3 check here. Yeah, I can even go here maybe. Yeah, it's just over. But of course, I didn't see this in calculation. But what I didn't like about all of this was that after bishop here takes, I didn't like queen f5. I thought this was very annoying, and I didn't really see what to do here. I didn't, even though I'm up a pawn, it's kind of temporary, I guess, because now I have to move the knight, and I don't know. I didn't like this position for some reason, and it's kind of crazy because this position is fantastic for me. I'm just better, but I didn't like giving up. I didn't like the idea of giving up the bishop for two, the rook for two bishops, and I didn't end up going for this, unfortunately. I went back rook e5, which is just bad because why did I go rook h5? Like, I didn't go rook h5 to go back to e5, but I did. And yeah, kind of bad. I should have gone for g5, or at least calculate a little bit more, because to be honest, I calculated for like 5 minutes maybe, and I had like 1 hour and something minutes. I should have gone deeper, but it is what it is. We learn with our mistakes, right? Hopefully. She went g4. It's understandable, creating a retreat square for her bishop. And I went queen b6, which already just, I lose all my advantage. Just bishop takes f6, pawn takes f6, and here, I mean, it's just the computer is, I'm slightly better, but nothing special. And yeah, but she didn't take my knight. She played king g2, which I didn't really understand, to be honest. I doubled the rooks again. Should have just moved the knight. Queen c2. Maybe stopping rook e2, but I wasn't really threatening because there's the bishop there. No, she's just wanted to connect the rooks. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, what am I talking about? She just wanted to connect rooks. Good move. And yeah, finally I moved the knight. And here, nice move, queen c6. Just threatening to go d4 with a discovered check. She moves f3. Very weakening her dark squares. I mean, if I somehow can trade dark square bishops, I mean, like, her king is just very unsafe. I went knight c5. I like this move, just trying to get the bishop here. She went rook d2. And here the engine already says that I'm winning if I play rook e3, which I didn't consider. I have to be honest, I didn't consider. I just took the bishop, which was the whole idea. I'm better, like black is better, no doubt, but yeah, still not enough to be winning. But yeah, rook e3, nice move. Here, if she took, oh yeah, I think she took, right? Yeah, she took. So my idea was what I played, rook e2 check. The idea, of course, is that if she takes the rook, I take the queen, right? that's the basic idea. But I thought that she would probably go something like um, king f1, and I thought that I would just be winning because I would take the rook and take the pawn on f3 with check. Also, if she went here, I like just bishop c5 and just completely winning. But she surprised me. I didn't see this. I like one of the things that I see that I mess up a lot is I I tend to miss defensive moves from my opponent a lot. And if you pay attention to the episode so far of this journey to National Master, Road to National Master, I tend to really forget about pieces coming back to protect the king. And she just played the best move here, Bishop f2, which honestly I didn't see. And here I was looking a little bit like, did I just give up a pawn for nothing? And yeah, I was already starting to get a little bit irritated by my play, by my very careless play. Here, the engine liked what I did actually. Engine just wants me to just go into this like middle game down a pawn, and and he just wants me to play bishop c7 and says that I'm better, considerably better than white, even down a pawn. I don't know. If I was white here, I would probably just play, I don't know, b3, which, yeah, b3. I mean, maybe rook b1. Why not, to protect here? Yeah, the engine just likes the activity. Like, I'm very active, no doubt about it. But yeah, I didn't think this would be enough to win, or I thought that maybe with the activity I would be equal. But yeah, I uh, didn't even cross my mind that I would be better in that position. So here I just played queen b6. I like this move. Of course, the idea is to, if she takes the bishop on d6, just mate in one. And I thought that the only move would be rook f1 in here. Honestly, I don't even remember what I would have done in this position, but yeah, I have no idea what I would have done. But probably this would be, I would have to think about it. And here she just made a huge blunder. I don't know what went through her mind, but she played rook d4, and rook d4 is triple question mark because now I just get bishop c5 and I'm winning the rook. She can't really move the rook away because I just take the bishop and I just win a piece. So she plays king g3. And here I didn't know if I wanted to play queen c7 or just take the rook. I wasn't really calculating well, as you are realizing and seeing with this video. I wasn't really calculating well at all. I was just like, I couldn't evaluate the position correctly for the life of me. So I just took the rook. I thought this would be simple. She took the rook back with the bishop, and I just took b2. And here I was just so relaxed because I was like, there's no way in the world that I lose this, and there's no way in the world that I don't win this, because, bro, like, I'm just up on exchange. Her king is so naked. And yeah, my king is safe. My pieces are way more active, and it's just a matter of time and technique. She played a4. And here, I mean, like, I missed another obvious move. Uh, I missed rook g2. Like, I didn't play rook g2. I ended up playing queen d2, which is not bad, but I mean, it's only -5, and a rook g2 check would be -9. So, you know. But yeah, my idea was just to pin the bishop, and but yeah, I mean, she just now defends g2, the g2 square with the rook. Here I just play b6 to protect the pawn. She plays a5, nice. But let me just go back and explain you guys why rook g2 is so good. So yeah, rook g2, and here, I mean, I thought, okay, she just runs away, right? Then I thought, okay, g5 doesn't really work because she just goes king h5. And actually, all of a sudden, I'm the one that might be in trouble. And that's correct. This is not good. But the idea after rook g2, like king h4, is the very silent but deadly queen e2. And all of a sudden, like, she doesn't really have moves, right? She's just out of moves because now, like, I'm threatening a lot of stuff. Mainly, I'm threatening to go queen e7 check, and I mean, what can she do? If she blocks with the pawn, you know, like, let's say she does a random move, like, I don't know. Let's say the best move. Let's see the best move, queen d7, right? Queen d7, I already have rook f8, and after queen takes b7, I have queen e8. So yeah, I mean, the thing is that this king is not coming back to g3. This king is just in a box, and there's nothing she can do. It's just a matter of time. But I didn't see this. I thought that the only thing I saw was like rook g2, king h4. Of course, if she went king f4, I thought that, yeah, just queen d2 check and it's gonna be mate. But after king h4, I thought, I only looked at g5 and I saw that it didn't work. And yeah, I feel like I probably also looked at queen d2, which is also super winning because, you know, I'm just like, look at this position. Like, her king is just not running away. Even if I don't checkmate her, like, right now, like, I am just way better. Like, she doesn't have moves at all. And yeah, it's sad that I didn't see that. I don't know if I can trade queens. Yeah, it's slightly tricky, but not really. I mean, I can go queen d3 next and then threaten g5 and queen g6 mate. Yeah, there's like so, like, rook g2 is just an automatic move. But I didn't do it. I went queen d2, and this, like, I don't think there was a chess game where I missed so many wins. Like, from just from now, I'm still gonna miss more. You're gonna see, but just from now, I just missed like what, 4, 5 wins. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, she won. I went b6. She went a5. Nice move, challenging my pawns. I just took. She took, and here I played a rook e1, which the engine says that it's just a blunder. Here the engine says g5. You know, I didn't want to do g5 just yet, but yeah, you can see why g5 is so good, because, you know, I'm threatening all sorts of mates, and queen c7 only move. And here the yeah, the engine just wants me to run this pawn, and it makes sense because, like, the queen can't really capture it. She has to watch out always for f4, and yeah, my rook's just very nice, very well placed. This rook also can't move away. She's totally paralyzed. Like, she's just paralyzed. That's just it. She's paralyzed. There's nothing more to say, and I didn't have the patience to even stop for a second and actually try to understand the position. I was just like panicking because I should already have won this ages ago, and so I thought, right? But yeah, I went rookie one. Here the move is for her just to trade, and then, you know, I probably take here and she just checks me, and, you know, game goes on. But She went rook g2, which gives me another win, which is so obvious, but I couldn't calculate. And I'm sure you guys already saw it, which the win is just rook e8 to e2. And boom, this is minus 13. She can resign already. But here, of course, I saw this, but in calculation, I didn't. I think this would lead to a draw. Like I calculated a draw. I thought that rook e2, queen d8 check, king h7, and here I saw takes, and king queen f8, and I thought, yeah, man, this is probably like a draw because I have to go, I don't know, queen g5 or something like that. Like, bro, it's mate in 2. It's literally mate in 2. What am I talking about? It's mate in 2. I didn't see this at all. I also, for some reason, I feel like I also thought that she didn't have to take the rook. She could just play queen f8. But this is another mate in 2. Like, what am I talking about? Like, this was... I know that I've said this probably a lot in my videos, but this was probably the worst game that I've ever played. Because I definitely don't remember missing so many wins in a row. Here, I just played rook back to e2, e1 from e2. Like, she played rook g1, and here she's almost offering a draw, which I didn't really want to draw because, like, psychologically, it's really hard to know that you were completely winning multiple times and take a draw. Like, of course, I just wanted to win because, like, I never thought that I would, like, have another result, you know? I played rook h2. Honestly, this move is so weird. I don't know what this move does. Like, this move doesn't do anything. Because I'm not... I like, maybe my idea was to, okay, bring the other rook to e2, right? Without her being able to block this. But the thing that I've realized, she took the pawn, but I think that... yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, after taking the pawn, she did well in taking the pawn. And here, I think if I played rook e2, I think she probably, like, I don't know, she has some... I know I saw that she has something. Is it h4? Maybe, I don't know. Weird. But she took the pawn and I went back to e2. I mean, this is so bad. Like, I'm literally just wasting tempos because I can't see a win. I can't see a way forward. I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my god, how am I, like, not converting this? I was so shocked. Honestly, this was probably my most painful game from beginning to end, honestly. Queen b7 she does, and this is another blunder, and I miss another win. But this probably is the hardest win that I missed. Here the move is h5. It's kind of hard to see why. But yeah, this is a winning move that I missed as well. Honestly, without even looking at the engine, I can't explain why this move is so good. Honestly, I don't understand why this is so good, so I will not even try to explain, but missed another win. And here I played g5. I was like, enough is enough. I'm going all in. I just want to push all my pawns. And she went queen c7, and I went rook e7. Here the engine already says that I'm worse. Believe it, I'm worse according to the engine. Now I'm back again on top. Queen d6, rook e6, queen c7, and here like f6, and I like I looking at the score sheet, I like the moves were all super weird and random and didn't make sense, so I probably like butchered the last 10 moves, but I will just tell you the story of the game. I ended up trying to push all my pawns and doing all sort of weird stuff, like trying to second exchange and stuff like that, and she ended up just punishing me and winning the game. So I lost, and I was totally devastated. Like, I was devastated not only because of my poor play, but also because I just, with this game, I lost like 30 points, 30 plus points, maybe 35 points that I lost or something like that. And overall in the tournament, I think I ended up losing overall like 44 points, and I played only 4 matches. Yeah, like this wasn't the last round of the tournament, but I just talked with the tournament organizer and said I can't do this, can't play anymore, and just don't pair me. Like, just take me out of the tournament. And yeah, I just ended up just removing myself from the tournament. And yeah, I mean, it's just painful, like playing such bad chess. Also, I don't want to make excuses, but the truth is that I was very stressed outside of chess in life because of a lot of university work, a lot of assignments, a lot of dates that I needed, a lot of work that I needed that I had a short period of time to deliver and to make. And it was like my idea when I participate in this tournament. Of course, I wanted to participate in this tournament because before this tournament, the last tournament that I played was in April, which was Queima das Fitas, one of my best tournaments um, ever. And yeah, I just wanted to go back to playing chess in a tournament, but it didn't go well. I thought that this would be a way to relax from the work, but no, it's like when you actually care about winning, it's not really relaxing, right? And yeah, the games just ended up lasting like 4 hours every time, and I would end up losing a lot of time that I would have been working and studying. And honestly, in the end, it was better this way that I lost this game, because if I won this game, I would have kept playing the rest of the tournament, and I don't know if I would be able to actually deliver all my assignments from university, and maybe I would even fail classes, which thankfully I ended up passing all the classes, and a lot of them with good grades, so let's go. But maybe this was just a blessing in disguise, because I don't know, like it was really tight. The assignments that I had to deliver were really like on right on the deadline. Like, you know, um, I really had to clutch that. But whatever, we move on. Even though I lost a lot of points, spoiler alert, ended up dropping back to 1489, I think. And yeah, so but meanwhile, I've played 2 tournaments thus far. One was at the end of July, and one at the start of August. Uh, let's see how they went, right? I'm gonna start covering it on Thursday. It will be the first episode of the tournament in July, which was Open Famalicão. But after, like on Friday, this Friday, I will be going into another tournament over the board, Maya Chess Open, which is definitely the biggest tournament that I've ever played, and the most competitive tournament for sure. Like it's gonna be very very hard. I think I am at, like, my starting rank is like 204 or something from like 280 people, so I'm really at the bottom. And yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I'm so excited to play and to just have fun. And yeah, I'll be covering all these games that I've been playing these last couple of months in summer. I'll be They will start coming once I get back from the tournament. And yeah, you will I will have a lot of episodes to show you guys. And thank you so much for watching and supporting this journey. And I know this was a little bit of a longer video, but I just wanted to really tell you guys what has been happening, and just you know do a longer video, because this game is just, it was hard. It was hard to do this video, not gonna lie. I think the reason why I didn't really upload the last couple of weeks slash months that much was because of this tournament, which was definitely the worst tournament that I've ever played. Like losing 44 points in, okay, sure it was K40, but still it's painful. It's very painful. But it is what it is. Better days came after that. I'm sure I'm not gonna spoil, but better days came after, better tournaments came after this one. And yeah, lesson of the day: don't sign up for tournaments, don't play tournaments when you're actually busy with other stuff in your life and stressed. It is not gonna end up going well, right? Because you can't really focus and calculate, as you saw. Maybe you can, maybe like you are superhuman or something like that, but I wouldn't recommend it, right? I learned my lesson. It was the hard way, but I learned. I'm not gonna do that again, I promise. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye bye.